Hello and welcome back to the FPL Tom Deadline stream. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? The international break obviously did take place, and there's been quite a lot to talk about during that time period. Obviously, double game week 34 has been announced. We've also had the announcement of the new FPL challenge mode as well. So plenty to get into in today's stream. We've also got my wildcard active for game week 30 as well. So when I do reveal that, you will see what kind of the past few weeks has all been leading up to. The players that we've gone for, the players that we haven't gone for. And yeah, maybe if you're on the wildcard or looking to wildcard next week, hopefully it can give you some insight. As always, we will be doing team reviews throughout the stream. So if you do want to send me your team, at FPLTom_ on Twitter, leave it under my pinned tweet. That is the best thing that you can do. If you leave it there, like I said, later on when we do go and review teams, it's nice and easy for me to go and find. Otherwise, you know, it gets a little bit chaotic. If you do have any questions as well throughout the stream, do leave them in the chat, as we will try to answer as many as possible. This will be a dual stream, as always, live on TikTok and on YouTube. And as you can probably tell from my kind of croaky voice, I'm a little bit ill. So please bear with me today. You know what I mean? Please just have a little bit of sympathy, if you like. But ask as many questions as you want, as always. That's the aim of today's stream, to help you guys put out the best team for this game week. And yeah, I can already see we've got some regulars in the YouTube chat. George Kent, a member as well, so thank you for purchasing that. Like I said, guys, if you do want to become a member of the channel, just hit that join button. I think it's like 99p. You do get priority in the chat on these streams, which is pretty cool, because sometimes it gets quite busy in here. So if you've got priority, you want your question answered, just hit that membership button. But yeah, do keep the questions coming in, guys. We will try to answer as many as I can. And like I said, do apologise for my voice, because I'm a little bit ill, but we'll be fine. We'll get through it. We'll get through it in today's stream. I mean, thank you for the Easter message there. I appreciate that one. Hope you have a good Easter too, for those that do celebrate. For me personally, I don't. So, Walsall won against Mansfield. Yeah, I mean it's a continuing theme at the moment. People are winning against Mansfield, and it's not going quite well, is it? Morning, Jake. How you doing, mate? How you doing? Are you in work today or not? Let me know. God, I probably sound like absolute shite. Apologies. This is probably what most of this stream is going to consist of today. We're not top of the league. Well done, mate. I'm glad you've got eyes and you can see that. Well done for you, pal. Right, let's go and take a look at my team, of course. There we go. Hang on. Where is it? There it is. This is the wildcard team that we are currently repping. Petrovic in goal. A back three of Lascelles, Gusto and Bradley. We've got Salah, Son, Saka and Palmer in midfield. A forward three of Solanke, Haaland and Isak. And then on the bench we've got Onana, Garnacho, Gabriel and Branthwaite. So I'm pretty happy with this, to be honest. The only player I probably would have liked is a Spurs defender in there, but it's probably going to be Gabriel that would have to make way. But I think I could do that transfer in a few weeks anyway. But other than that, I think we're pretty strong for the next few weeks, to be honest. So yeah. Mansfield bottling autos? Probably. It's the most Mansfield thing. We always seem to bottle everything. Whether that's playoffs, automatics. It's just consistent theme, isn't it? I like your t-shirts. Thanks. Appreciate that. Art Port Vale surviving? I mean, I hope not. I don't like Port Vale. Made sure to submit my wildcard before we go on the road. Wonderful stuff, man. We'll take a look at that. We will take a look at that. Paul Mullin owns Mansfield. I mean, I can't argue with it, but it's two really poor mistakes, to be honest, that give you the win. Other than that, I don't think you're winning that game. But yeah, still mad about playoffs. I mean, yeah, and the Carabao Cup. So it is what it is. Captain Son or Salah? I mean, both are really good picks for this week. Son is top of predicted points in the Draft Town model, but I'm going to go for Salah is the way I'm currently thinking. Fulham defender useful this game week? 100%. They've got a nice kind of next 3 fixtures. Probably Robinson would be my top pick that I'd go for, to be honest. Could you pick 3 England players in their prime form, any era, to play in the Euros? I mean, it depends where the team needs, to be honest. Like, that's a difficult one, really. Because I feel like we need a top quality centre back. So you'd have to pick somebody absolutely unreal. So probably somebody like Rio Ferdinand or, I mean, I hate to say it, but John Terry probably at the back. Like, I feel that is probably one of the areas we are lacking. A left back, definitely. Yeah. League 2 is interesting. It is interesting. It's a very one. Rami on the hotel Wi-Fi, he said, yo. Hey, man, how's it going? If you do have any questions, guys, about your teams, do get them into the chat. Unfortunately, I sound absolutely awful in today's stream. Allison, no, he's not going to be back for the next few, but should be back for double game week 34. So the people that are thinking about potentially going for Kelleher, probably not. Probably not. Morning, mate. How are you doing? Well, thanks for sending me a team. Like I said, we will go and look at some teams in a little while. We'll probably do it about 9:30. So if you do want your team sending to me, all you have to do is come over to this pinned tweet right here, leave it under here, and yeah, good stuff. We will review it. Make sure to drop me a follow as well on Twitter. We are approaching 1,000 followers on there, which is pretty good considering I don't post too often. So if you do want to, help us out, want your team review in this stream, go over there, drop us a follow, and obviously leave your team under that pinned tweet. Quick question. Choose 2 out of Saka, Foden, and Bowen. I probably would go Saka and Foden, my friend. Also, Kirkez, or I'm guessing that's William Saliba or Salavia? Who the hell is Salavia, my friend? Who the hell is Salavia? Do you mean Saliba? Salavia. Is he a player? Yeah, there we go. Jesus Christ, Saliba. Yeah, I'd go Kirkez. Fuck it, I'd go Kirkez. We don't know what that City Arsenal game's going to be. That could be absolutely anything. Wouldn't surprise me, if Arsenal came away with a clean sheet. It's a boring little 0-0, but at the same time, it is what it is. So I probably wouldn't do that. I think I'd go Kirkez. But then he's a bit of a risk, isn't he, for minutes? Because he got drops. Yeah. I'm going to change my answer, actually. I'm going to say go Saliba. Fuck Kirkez. He shafted people in double game week 28. Fuck him. George has got Gallagher on the wild card anyway. I mean, he's a cheap enough goalkeeper. And, he does play the next few, so it's not the worst decision in the world. But if you do still have that bench boost left, it does require a transfer a little bit later on. So, just some food for thought there, George. Any top 2 strikers for this game week? I like Isak. I think Watkins will still do amazing as he's done throughout the season. Solanke's a really good pick. Muniz a very good shout as well. Or should I -4 to get Bradley? No, I don't think it's worth a -4. I don't think it's worth a -4. Vexy will be doing team reviews about 9:30. There you go. I know, bro. You're struggling. You're struggling to type there, my friend. You're fucking struggling. I mean, it could be worse. I'm fucking struggling to just speak today. Yeah, I have him and Petrovic waiting for some price rises so I can afford someone else for the bench boost. Fair enough, my friend. I just think, obviously, booking in transfers a little bit later on, probably not the wisest of moves, especially with this season, considering all the injuries that players are picking up. All that just rubbish. But yeah, just one to consider. But like I said, we'll look at your team around about 9:30. Do you think you'll get promoted? I mean, I hope so. We do have to play both MK and Barrow, who are like kind of chasing the automatic pack. So I think if we beat either of those, we win our home games, we should be fine. But yeah, other than that, it could be playoffs again. I don't want playoffs again. Morning, Mikey. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Mr. Big Bacon asked Arsenal or Chelsea. Probably Arsenal. Elias has asked, who should I bench out of these? Eze, Salah, Son, Garnacho, Palmer, Darwin, Solanke or Haaland? Who Palace got? They got Forest. So, I mean, Eze's only just coming back. George might be in a bit of a better position to tell me on that one, but I think Eze's just coming back, so probably Eze or Garnacho, to be honest. Worst case is I have to take a -4 when I bench boost, and I probably make those points back anyway. Fair enough. Yes, very valid point, mate. Decore coming in for game week 34. Best get him in, Tom. I mean, I'm free hitting in 34, so he could very easily come in for the 1 week. Everton do have a double as well. I can't remember if it's a good double, though. First deadline, I'm not working since January. Well, I'm honoured that you chose this stream, my friend. I am honoured that you've decided to come and enjoy my awful, awful tones today. So I do apologise for that one. Nottingham Forest and Liverpool. It's not the best double, but we'll still probably end up with him. There we go. George has said he'd start Eze over Garnacho. Fair enough. Chris has asked Isak or Muniz. It's a difficult one, really, because Newcastle's fixtures are quite good in the long term. Like, they're pretty good longer term. They're also going to have a double in 37, which does make him very appealing. No doubles for Muniz, but he's dirt cheap. So I think if you are looking for that budget player, Muniz is probably the better one. If you're looking for a player that's kind of got a little bit of longevity, you can probably keep him till the end of the season. I'd probably recommend Isak, Chris. Gross or Saka? I mean, I'll probably play Saka this week. Van Dijk to Gusto or Connor Bradley? I probably would do to Gusto, in my personal opinion. Hi Tom, hope you're well. Not really. I have no wildcard and want Salah in my team. It's fairly solid. I have Son, Palmer, Bowen, Saka, Maddison. Is it worth rolling my transfer so I can get Salah next week? Probably, if it's going to require a -4. You know, this is probably a week where Salah could absolutely pop off. Could have a really good week. But at the same time, his EO is still quite low, so you can probably just about get away with it. But then that argument works on the flip side. His EO is that low that this is probably going to be a week where it's actually, you know, very beneficial to have him in the team. But we'll see what happens. Oh, wonderful stuff, man. Appreciate that. Not going to lie, Tom, my midfield/attack is the same as yours. Defence is different, though. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty template forward line. I'd probably say Darwin's probably a little bit more template than Isak, but it is what it is. Everyone's probably got the same one. My back line is a little bit different just because of price, but yeah, it still might change. We might still get a Doji for Gabriel. I don't know. Son captain? I mean, potentially. There is a poll kicking about on the YouTube chat, so if you do want to have a vote on that for best captain of the week, see which way people are potentially swinging. Currently, 16 minutes into the poll, Salah is leading the way with 59% of the vote, Son with 32%, and Palmer with 9%. Garnacho or Saka to start? I probably would still go Saka. Cool Cup, where did you get it from? I want to buy it for you. Okay. Who do I have captain? I currently have Salah captain. Foden Salah, I think that's a good move. Are you on a wildcard? I am indeed. This is my wildcard team for game week 30. We obviously dead-ended into 29, and then obviously have wildcarded back out of it. I've popped wildcard and have 0 million budget. Oof. It's tight. It's very, very tight. I have an option to transfer KDB to Son. Should I? Probably. As long as you've got maybe a 34 free hit kicking about, because obviously they blank in that week. What is my overall rank? 280,000. We have had a stinker the past few weeks. It's not been good. Last week's 15 didn't help. Championship, best league in the world and hardest league. Is it the hardest league though? I mean, I don't know if it's the hardest league. Because you see a lot of kind of the relegated teams go straight back up. So I wouldn't say it's the hardest league. I'd say if you've come obviously into it, or you kind of more an established club that's never been in the Premier League, I'd say it's a lot more harder. But if you get relegated, I feel it's pretty easy to come back up with parachute payments. Morning, Frank. How you doing, my friend? Did not know about the Spurs blank. Thanks. No worries, my friend. But they're also potentially going to have a double in 35, 36 and 37. It's going to be 2 weeks out of those 3 options there. Hey, Josh. How's it going, my friend? Another member in the chat. Like I said, if you guys do want to sign up for membership, it is 99p. It does support the channel. I think we've got like 8 members now, so pretty good going. So we can't complain at that one. Bashir, he's here. How you doing, my friend? Another member. They're flying in today. The members are flying into the chat. Like I said, guys, if you do want to become a member, you do get priority in this chat. You get cool little emojis as well. You get a little symbol next to your name as well. And for 99p, you can't really complain at that one. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, man. I'm doing okay. I don't know if you can hear it, but we're kind of recovering or still have a little bit of a cold, so we'll get there. I cooked, dead-ended into 29. I played with 9 players and got a massive green as I had Muniz and Robinson. Well, fair play to you, Vexy, my friend. Rising FX has asked Richarlison, Saka, Foden. I have to bench one. Which would you bench? I'd probably bench. I mean, Richarlison's a difficult one because there's obviously been the kind of quotes that he's injured, so that's a little bit of a difficult one. I think I'd bench Saka. It's a difficult one to say really on that one. Nick said, is Son a sell next week with the blank in 34 on the horizon? Spurs fixtures look nice until then though. It depends. I think if you've got that free hit available, probably not. I think if you can manage without him for game week 34 as well, I still probably would keep him in the side. Obviously, the blank's not great, but they're going to have a double in 35, 36, or 37. 2 out of those 3 weeks are going to be doubles for Spurs. So, like I said, I think Son is a player. If you've got the 33-4 hit, if you've got a free hit for 34, you'll be fine. You can just obviously replace him for that 1 week. And yeah, if you can kind of negate and kind of manage without him for 1 week, it's probably worth holding on to. What's happening to us? Well, we're falling apart as usual. I'm good, Tom. How are you? Yep, I'm okay. We're a little bit like blocked up, sniffly, all that good stuff. But yeah, it is what it is. I activated my wildcard this week. Didn't want my Luton and Forest players playing anymore. Bro, I was in the same position. I just looked at Colton, Morrison, Doherty and went, no. I can't be doing with you guys for another week. Should I bench Saka or Tony? Who've Brentford got? Who have Brentford got? Oh, United. Ooh. I bench Tony. I mean, it could come back to bite me in the arse, that one, but I'd do that. Imagine missing the deadline this week. Team full of Brentford, Forest, Luton players. Yeah, it wouldn't be going well this week. But you know what? It's probably the most FPL thing in the world if that's then what does extremely well this week. Would you change anything in your wildcard if you had the free hit available? I mean, that's a different kind of chip to play, but I think I'd want a Spurs player in here, like a defender. But I think we're going to stick with Gabriel, I think. But we'll see. Son for Foden for a -4. I probably would only do that if I was captaining Son this week. Saliba or Gabriel? Probably play Gabriel. There you go for that one. Do keep the questions coming in. Like I said, if you are on TikTok and want to come over to the YouTube stream, that would be massively appreciated. As we are trying to hit 5,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, the support recently has been pretty good. We're closing in on that 4,000 mark. Hopefully, hopefully we can hit that in the next few weeks. A lot of tight deadlines coming around, so hopefully we can hit that 4K mark. That would be massively appreciated by me. But yeah. You doing the FPL challenge, Tom? I am indeed. Do you want to see my team? Let's go and take a look at my team for that. Fantasy challenge. Here it is. Manage team. That's what we're going with for fantasy challenge. We've got Petrovic, we've got Gusto, we've got Porro, we've got Robinson, Son, Johnson. Got to be a little bit different. Salah, Palmer, Muniz, Solanke, Watkins. You know, it is what it is. I feel with this, to win it, you've got to be a little bit different. I feel you've got to have certain players that could pop off, like Son and Salah. And then you've got to have some weirdos in here, like the Anthony Robinsons, like the Johnsons, like the Munezes. These weirdos that are going to probably win you the week. So yeah, that's probably my advice on that one. Right, let's get back to fantasy. Big team. Tom, do you think I should start Alex Moreno considering Digne is back and fit? My bench has Doherty and Reguilon. Yeah, I'd probably gamble with it. Gamble with Moreno. Should I make a meme team for the FPL challenge? You know what? It'll probably win. Like, genuinely, I think it's one of those game modes where I feel someone weird will win it. Like, I said it in the preview stream with Jake. I was like, this is a game mode for you. You are probably going to win this because it won't be the top like players each week. It'll just be some weirdo that gets a hat trick. You know what I mean? Sorry, mate. I mean, if you had your free hit to use in 34, would you change any players? I do have the 34 free hit, to be honest, Frank. So I'm not going to change any players. No. No Craig in FPL challenge, Tom. Fair point, mate. I think we probably should go and get him in, shouldn't we? Start Doherty or Gabriel? I'd start Gabriel. Agree with you on wildcard pretty much, but would you change Bradley plus Branthwaite, Solanke to 8 Nori, Adoji, Darwin? Ooh. I mean, I would if I could afford that, but I can't afford that, unfortunately. But yeah, those are again, very good players for this wildcard. 8 Nori, Adoji, Darwin. All get a big plus from me. Connor, I'm doing good. A little bit kind of croaky in the voice, but it is what it is. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Should I start? Yeah, we did that one. Craig should be there. You should create an FPL Challenge League and share the code with us. Good idea. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, put him in. Why not? Right, okay, let's do that then. Let's get a Challenge League going. Can you do team reviews? We will be doing team reviews at 9:30. So if you want to send me your team, send it me on Twitter. Leave it under my pen tweet. And yeah, we'll get those in. Right, let's... how do I make a league? Create league. Here we go. FPL Tom League. Actually, Soggy Biscuits. There we go. Options. Invite friends. There we go. There's the league code. I spammed this in the chat a few times. There's the league code. Get yourselves in here. What do you think about the disallowed goal and penalty against Wrexham yesterday? I mean, to be honest, I'm not 100% sure on the disallowed one, whether or not it should have remained stood. Like, the goalkeeper did have 2 hands on the ball. I think on any other day, that one goes either way. The penalty one is, yeah, it's different. It's a different one, isn't it? That is one of the worst decisions I will ever see. If anyone goes like, you know, what's it called? If anyone goes, you know, VAR shouldn't be like in football or whatever, just look at that decision. Look at what that eventually could cost us as well. Because at 1-0, I feel the game's still in the balance, so it is what it is. Stags are staying down, probably. We love League 2. Jacob said that league name is getting banned. No, it's not. We're not going to get it banned. It's not going to get banned. It won't get banned. I promise. I promise it won't get banned. Do keep the questions coming in, guys. What's the code? Good question. It was on screen and now I've lost it. This is the Fantasy Challenge League code. We have got... the league code is 3PX120. So I'll read that again. The league code is 3PX120. So if you want to join, welcome to the Soggy Biscuit Club, as they say. We need to bring in the big man as well. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, let's get rid of Ped Porro. You're rubbish. Transfer out. Let's get him in. Dawson. Oh, guys, he's injured. He's injured. Oh, Craig's injured. Well, we're not having Craig in the team then, are we? Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, spelling is different. That's what I did. I'm a genius. I am a genius. Ashin has asked, Salah versus Son captain. That's the big debate for this week, my friend. Did I accidentally end the poll? I think I did, you know. I think I ended the poll. Oh, no. But yeah, I'm going Salah, but I think Son is a really good shout as well. I know, yeah, Craig's injured, so no Craig in the Fantasy Challenge this week. Defenders to transfers, Gusto and Doherty, Zabani and Reguilon, 100% agree with that one. Stags robbed yesterday. I mean, we didn't play well, did we? Let's be real. We like controlled the ball and limited the chances, but it's two mistakes really. Like Bowery's an idiot for making that challenge anyway, and the referee backing it up with that decision is pretty poor. But thank you for that one. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, you ended it like 10 minutes ago. For fuck's sake. Well, I do apologise. I didn't mean to end it. Take a -4, Salah and Gusto this week, or roll the transfer and do it next week. Who else are you taking out there, my friend? Let me know. Tom, do you think De Zerbi starts Estupinian against Liverpool? I mean, trying to get in De Zerbi's mind is a bit of a head fuck, but yeah, I think he should. When is Craig fit? Needs to be in there, lol. 6th of April, so not next game week, the week after. What about Willian? Oh, yes, I forgot about him. Oh, let's get him in. Right, who we binning off here then? Who we binning off? Oh, let's get rid of you. Get out of here. If he's fit, we're going for it. Oh, he's fit. Oh, he's fit. Right, done. He's in. There we go. Big Willie's in the team. Big Willie is in the team. We'll give people a few more minutes, and then we obviously will go and do some wildcard rating for your guys' teams. Big Willie is fit. He's in. I will take out Foden and Van Dijk. All right, Josh, I like that. Go for it, my friend. Do it. Oliver Wright has said -4 for Doherty to Gusto and Bones to Salah. Defenders to sell are Doherty, Zabani and Reguilon. Yep, I like that. That works for me, Oliver. Best free hit strikers for this week: Darwin, Muniz, Watkins, Haaland, Isak, Solanke. Pick 3. For this week, I'd probably go Muniz. I probably would go Darwin, you know. Muniz, Darwin, and Solanke. Have a little bit of fun with it. Yes, put Big Willie in. The most out of context FPL Tom stream you'll ever see. We're not putting Schlupp in there. Schlupp is not going in there. We can't have Jeffrey Schlupp in there. Gabriel, Saliba, White, choose one. Probably. You know what? Probably Ben White. Let's just have a little bit of fun with it. Go Ben White. Hey Jamie, how's it going? Jeff as well in the chat. Some pretty substantial regulars are joining here. We're getting some good numbers in here, guys. Schlupp's in mine. Fuck's sake. Captain Son or Palmer? I was having this debate with Jake on the preview stream, right? If Palmer was a more premium priced asset, let's say he's the same price as Son, I feel there'll be a lot more people clambering towards him this week, to be honest. I really, really do, because he is a really good asset. His per 90 data is absolutely ridiculous. So definitely worth a shout. So yeah, I do really like Palmer as a captaincy option. I think with Sterling's poor FA Cup performance as well, I think that makes him a dead set for penalties. What about Mateta? No, get out of here with Mateta. Start Tony or Saka? I answered this one. I said start Saka. Jeff has put, I have no Salah and Son. I am in big trouble. You probably are, mate. Probably are. This week's probably not going to be too fun for you. Salah in for Odegaard from -4, even though Odegaard is doubling in 34. I mean, Salah's also doubling in 34. He also offers a captaincy option that Odegaard just doesn't. So I think that one should work out for you. Would you take Muniz ahead of Jackson this week? Oh, yeah, I probably would. I mean, Nicholas Jackson's a big troll, isn't he? Oh, shit, my team name's penned in moderation already. George, what did you put your team name down as? Team reviews now? Yeah, it's past. We'll do some team reviews. Let me just finish up this drink. Palmer is my captain. Need to play catch-up in my mini-league, so worth the risk. Hopefully it works out for you, my friend. Hopefully it works out for you. I'm going out without him. As a Chelsea fan, I have a bad feeling about this game, and yet I brought Jackson. Oh, Jamie. Oh, Jamie. Oof. Rude Van Nipplejoy. That's a fucking brilliant name. Rude Van Nipplejoy. That is a quality name. That is an absolutely unreal name from you there, George. You nearly made me choke to death. Isn't Jackson 1 yellow card away from suspension? He is indeed. Would you do Watkins plus Barkley to Semenyo plus Salah for a -4? I'm not 100% keen on the Semenyo part, but everything else is fine. Isak or Jackson on a wild card if I'm using a free hit in 34. I think both are really good picks. Isak, it's a difficult one because Chelsea are going to have more double game weeks, but Jackson is on 9 yellow cards, so one more, he's suspended. So it is a tough one. He has been quite good recently as well. I think I'd probably go Isak though. Let me change it so I'm not going to get nabbed. Fair enough. I took a -4 for Salah. Do you think it was worth it? Depends who for, Luke. Son or Palmer captain? I mean, both are really good shouts. Both at home as well. I think if I had to pick one between the two, I probably would lean more towards Palmer, in my honest advice, but you do you. Right, let me just finish up this drink and we'll go and review some of your guys' teams. Bosh. That's that done. Right, let's go and review your guys' teams on Twitter. Like I said, if you do want to send me your team, leave it under the pinned tweet right here. And yeah, we'll review them. Right, let's start off. We've got Anton first. This is my team for this week. He's got Neto, Adoji, Saliba, Gabriel, Douglas, Luiz, Bowen, Palmer, Son with the armband, Jackson, Solanke, and Watkins. You know what, mate? You've managed to put a very respectable team out here. Double Arsenal's a little bit of a worry, potentially, at the back. But, I mean, the other two defenders, probably not worth it, especially when you're captaining Son. So I think if you've made your transfers already, I think it'll be fine. I wouldn't worry about it too much. But yeah, that is probably the only concern for me. But I mean, I would rather play those two over Doherty, in my personal opinion. Liam, he said, use my wildcard and only got 0.1 million left. Why is Morris in here? Get Morris out, mate. I've swapped Gabriel for Lascelles, sorry. All right, he's done that. He swapped Gabriel for Lascelles. That's fine. Don't have a problem with that one. Gusto Palmer, yep. Goalkeeper-wise, I mean, Kelleher probably only going to play the next few weeks. So might not even feature in the double, which could be a problem. You don't have the free hit for 34, so we're going to have to play it. Having triple City is pretty wild. I'd get rid of Morris. I'd get rid of Ake. I'd get people in that are going to, like, double. Let me go back a second and get this up for you. So that is the fixture run, if you want to take a screenshot of that. So they're all the teams that double in 34. Then you've got the Chelsea and Tottenham potential doubles here. Then the teams that are doubling in 37. So I think rather than having like the triple City boys that you've got, I'd maybe look for like somebody else who doubles in this week just for the shorter term. So rather than Ake, maybe somebody like 8 Nori with their fixtures. I think that'd be a much better pick. Same with Morris. I'd rather have like maybe Cunha from Wolves. Again, double in this week. No Luton doubles for the rest of the season. So no point having Carlton Morris. But yeah, there you go. There you go. That's just some of the advice I'd offer. Other than that, I don't have a problem with it. But yeah, Ake Morris has got to go for me. And I think I'd have a better goalkeeper. I think I'd get Petrovic in if I could afford him. But yeah, have a little bit of a play around with it. Have a little bit of a play around. On a wild card, 1.7 million in the bank. Any changes necessary? Oh, this is a very good wild card. I'm a big fan of this. Maybe rather than Raya, I would have... I don't know, you've not got the double. You've not got the free hit available. All right, that's fine. In a few weeks, I'd do... maybe rather than Raya in a few weeks, I'd do Onana. But other than that, I think this is a very good wild card. Big fan of that. Big fan of that, FPL Harry. FPL Aguero has said, hey Tom, how are you doing? Can you please rate my team, please? Wildcard active, 34 free hit. Bench boost 37. Trippier instead of Virgil if we have a team. 1.1 million in the bank. Matters to Havertz in game week 31. And Foden in 33. 5 defenders up for grabs. Have 8 Nori at the minute. What do you think? I really like this. I really like this. You're going to free hit in 34, so that's good. You've obviously got all these triple Spurs and triple Chelsea ready for obviously those double game weeks coming up for both of those sides. They're all going to have 2 double game weeks coming up, so that's fine. And yeah, I think this is pretty good. I'm not 100% like a huge fan of Maddison, but it is what it is. It is what it is, I guess. I think I would prefer Richarlison if he's fit and available, but obviously with him being a bit of a doubt, I don't think it's worth it. Addy Caps, he says, playing to the wild card next week and also have enough to do Bowen Salah, but not sure who to captain, Salah or Son. I mean, that's up to you. That's like both are really, really good picks for this week. So, and I think you've got the bench in order correct, to be honest. I'd probably play Gabriel over Kirkes, though. Yeah, I play Gabriel over Kirkes. There you go. Connor York, he said 3.4 million in the bank. Have a wild card and bench boost, no free hit, no Salah or Son, not sure to roll or get one in for a free transfer. I mean, you've got Richarlison, so I think Son's an okay one to go without. Salah, I mean, is probably the one that I would be looking to go for, maybe for Foden. But obviously it's going to probably require a -4, so probably going to need a transfer next week. So I think you could roll. I genuinely think you could roll with this team. Take 2 into next week, and then obviously go and get Salah in that week. That's probably what I'd recommend for that one. Right, we've had another 2 sent in. Like I said, guys, if you do want your team reviewing, send it. Leave it under my pinned tweet at FPLTom_. And yeah, all good stuff. Ethan has put in big trouble. Oh, Ethan. Oh, this is shambolic. I'm guessing you haven't got the wild card left, my friend, but It is what it is. Kaminsky, Areola, Branthwaite, Gusto, 8-9, Doherty, Botman. Okay, Foden, Bowen, Saka, Palmer, Odegaard. Right, you could do... We're probably going to need a -4 here to fix this. But what you could do is drop Bowen. Oh, we need some funds for him. Right, Bowen could go down to someone like Garnacho or Sarabia. That could happen. Then you can upgrade either Foden or Odegaard to either Son or Salah, depending what chips you've got left. Or Botman down to Lascelles. Yeah, but I think I'd do the Bowen one to either like Garnacho, Sarabia, someone like that. And then obviously it frees up money to do one of these two as well. So yeah, that's probably what I'd do with that. It's Jamie. Do not know why I brought Jackson in, for fuck's sake. Hey man, hopefully it works out. The rest of the team's looking really good though. No qualms with anything else. Obviously like City, Arsenal playing each other, but we see it a lot of time. All these games where, you know, big teams play against each other. It's not always like the end of the world. So yeah. I mean, hopefully the Jackson move works out for you, but it's probably more likely he's just going to pick up a yellow card, isn't it? Probably more likely. Like I said, guys, if you do want your team reviewing, leave it under this pinned tweet right here. And yeah, we'll review some of those throughout the stream. Let's see what questions we have missed while we've been doing that one. Any changes you would do? Kelleher, Areola, Robinson, Virgil, Gusto, Gabriel, Shaw, Foden, Palmer, Havertz, Salah, Rashford, Solanke, Muniz, Jackson. And would love to play you this game week. Thank you. Love your content. I'm not 100% a big fan of Fabian Schär. I think you could get Lascelles in and save a lot of money for further down the line, in my personal opinion. Again, with Rashford, I'm not a big fan as well. I prefer Garnacho. Can you see if I'm in this league? I'll have a look at that in a minute. Odie plus Foden to Son and Garnacho for a -4, or Odie plus Foden plus Botman, Salah, and Baldock for a -8. I mean, there's got to be a better player than Baldock. There's got to be a better player than Baldock. There might be a better player than Baldock, but I like that -8. Do you have a code for the Challenge League? Yes, it's somewhere in the chat. I've swapped Gabriel for Lascelles as well. We did that one. Tom, what do you expect Bowen to be like against Newcastle? I think he'll do well. I think the thing with Bowen, though, is it's a very interesting one because outside of that hat-trick, he has done absolutely bugger all. Like, in reality, he's done absolutely bugger all. So I think that hat-trick just over-amplified his like points and made a lot more people kind of like desperate and gagging for him. When in reality, he's not really been putting up that good numbers. Just sent my team in. Could you refresh it? Yeah, I think I looked at your team. I hope I looked at your team. I mean, my scroll's now fucked on this stream. I can't scroll in the chat. Right, we're gonna have to close the chat bar. Docs chat. Boom. There we go. It's back. FPL Challenge. Pickford, Onana, Dawson. He's injured, my friend. Burn, Maguire, Silva, Robinson, Salah, Schlupp, Willian, Bonanetto, Hoyland, Darwin, and Jackson. Yeah, I mean, apart from Dawson, this is the thing with Challenge. I can't really advise because I feel it is one of those game modes where you just pick the weirdos. It just works out. No worries, Liam, mate. If you want to send me a team again, we can help you look and improve it all. I forgot to do my challenge week next week, I guess. I thought there was no deadlines for it, but I guess there is. I have Raya to cover for the Luton game as I don't want Gabriel and I free hit him 34. Fair enough. All right, that makes sense, mate. I also wouldn't want not... Yeah, okay. That's fine. That's fine. McAllister or Gordon or Maddison or Richarlison or Garnacho. Choose two. Who should I play during a wildcard 30? I probably would pick Gordon and Richarlison out of those two. Knowing my luck, he'll bypass the yellow card and get a red. It depends. If you've not followed me, that might be a potential problem as well. So yeah, just yeah. If you drop us a follow on Twitter, sometimes that's the reason why, and it just doesn't like pull through or anything. When's the deadline? It's 11 o'clock. Cheers for the follow as well, AC. Appreciate that one. Alfie sent me his team on TikTok. He's got Flecken, Virgil, Alex Moreno, Robinson, Son, Saka, Bowen, Maddison, Haaland, and Watkins and Muniz. I think that's fine. Just sent my team on Twitter. Cheers, man. We'll go and take a look at some more of those in a little while. I think 2-1 West Ham, Souček, 93rd minute winner. It does pong with that. He's one of those players that loves a late goal, doesn't he? Dawson's on my bench. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Let's go and have a look who's in this challenge mode, because a few people have asked me. Where is the league? Here it is, the Soggy Biscuits League. Here you guys are. Elias, George, Jake, Bashir, Josh. 2 Joshes. A Joshua and a Josh. All right. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, guys. I'm loving it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Mostly members, but we move. We move. Hey, David. Never call me boss man, though. Never call me boss man. I'm doing good. Sort of. Sort of. We're a little bit ill, but we're ploughing through. We're ploughing through. Good game yesterday, weren't it? No, it wasn't a good game. It wasn't a good game. Hey, Joe. How's it going, mate? Is it worth putting either Garnacho or Richarlison in for Maddison? Yeah, I probably would. I prefer both of those players to Maddison, in my personal opinion. Garnacho will score 5 tonight. 2-0 to the Sheepshaggers. Well, good for them. What's the code? I need to pin that message. Let me go back and check. Scunthorpe Slayers. And it hasn't helped. Oh, dearie me. Let's have a look. Where's this fucking Jake? Put it in here somewhere. There is a link a little bit further up the chat. I'm just trying to find the message where Jake put the fucking code in. There it is. Bosh. Oh, now the scroll wheel's broke on it again. Right. OBS, sort the chat function out, because it's absolutely bottling it today. It's just like shagging itself everywhere. Right, let's spam this in a bit. Ooh. There it is. There's the code. So if you want to join our Fantasy Challenge League, there is the code. Could you do Odie and Foden to Salah and 4.2 million mid? Yeah, I think you could. Is there any 4.2 million mids in the game? I swear there isn't. I swear the cheapest is 4.5. Or, well, probably like 4.3 now. Oh, no worries, George. Enjoy today's game. Really appreciate that. Hopefully a big Palace win for you, mate. It's your lucky day. There is some 4.2 million mids. Anderson, Chukwuemeka, and Argy. So yeah, there you go. Chuck them in. Get them in. Tom sent my team on Twitter. Can you please rate it? Yeah, we've had a few. We've had a few now. Let's go and take a look at these. Boo. Oh, we've had quite a lot, actually. Jesus. Lots of people following us as well, so appreciate that one. Bashir, one of the members of the channel. 7.3 million in the bank and 1 free transfer. What do you think, Tom? I mean, I probably would do Bowen to Salah. That's probably the move that I'd do there, my friend. Bowen to Salah, if you've got that money in the bank, do it. Easy. Done. Albert Cook. He's got his team. Leno, Moreno, Alex... Moreno. Varane, Gross, Garnacho, De Bruyne, Palmer, Bowen, Watkins, and Isak. Obviously no Salah, which could be a little bit of a blow. I think I'd probably do De Bruyne out and Salah in if I've got the money to potentially do that. And I think I'd gamble on Trippier playing over Varane, in my personal opinion. Ethan has asked any changes. No, I think you'll be fine with that. I think that'll be fine, mate. Don't worry about that one. Marcus, he says Doherty plus Foden plus Maddison plus Tony to Gusto, Salah, Palmer and Isak. -8 done. 34 free hit and bench boost 37 is my current strategy. I think this is a very strong team. It is a shame it's taking you a -8 to get there, but still, Marcus, very good team for the next few weeks. All set up for those chip strategies as well, so I do like that indeed. Right, who else have we got? Mo Salah? Oh, there it is, Mo Salah. I couldn't see, there was like no space in it, threw me out. He's got Dubravka, Bradley, Alex Moreno, Doherty, Maddison, Salah, Luis Diaz, Son, Morris, Watkins and Solanke. I mean, it's a little bit of a mess, isn't it? But yeah, double Luton, probably not ideal. If you've got the wildcard chip, probably would look to play it this week. If not, we're going to have to make do and hope for the best with those 2 Luton boys in there, to be honest. What other teams have we got? Right, we will take a look at some of these in a minute. What I'm just going to do, because I'm conscious of it, is going to go and blow my nose. We're just going to go and quickly blow my nose, because honestly, it's just dripping at the moment. So we're going to blow my nose, we're going to have a little bit of water, and then we can talk again. All right, give me a minute. Right, we're back. Libosh, we are back. Right, let's let's finish up these teams. Let's finish up reviewing your guys' teams. Joe Drew, who I know is in the TikTok chat somewhere, so hey Joe. Prepping for double game week. By week, 10.7 million in the bank. That is absolutely outrageous. I mean, Haaland probably got to go in here next week, to be honest, hasn't he? But other than that, I think you're probably going to be... would I play a Langer over Visser? Would be my only shout there, my friend. But other than that, horses for courses, each their own. I probably would play a Langer over Visser, but I think other than that, you're all good, mate. Made a couple of changes. Let's have a look at this. Ooh, okay. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of McAllister, but I think you're alright. Like, McAllister's probably the only player I'm not a huge fan of in this team. But the rest of it, I think, is really good. Like, really, really good work. Yeah, McAllister's probably the only one, but if you've got a gut feeling that you think he's going to do extremely well, go for it. But to me, everyone else, I think, is really, really good. Yeah, big fan of this. This is a much better wild card. Cannon fodder, he's got his wild card. He's got Petrovic, Dubravka, Gabriel, Gusto, Adoji, 8 Nori, Taylor, Palmer, Foden, Salah, Son, Saka. The only player I'd change here is Taylor. Obviously, no doubles for Burnley. And I think I'd rather have somebody like Van Heck, Jared Branthwaite. These players have got double game weeks coming up. So I think they make more sense, to be honest. Rather than going for 1 point Charlie that has no doubles coming up. So that would be my personal change there that I'd do. The rest of the team, I think, is all good. No problems. Jack, he said, some are saying Mac to Maddison, Richarlison, Garnacho. I'm confused who to go for and who should I play. I'd play Gordon over McAllister. In my personal opinion. I just want to have a look at something because a few people have obviously got him now. And I just want to make sure I'm not missing, like, oh, he's really good or, like, you know, like his data for the season. Mac. I mean, it's pretty dismal data, that. I can't lie. That is pretty dismal data. There's nothing really to get hyped about with that one. Hey, and Liam, there's got to be one man you're having on this team, on this wild card. A lot better data than McAllister, mate. I think you know what you need to do. Get rid of McAllister. Get Decore in. Come on. Sort it out. Right, what questions have I missed while we were doing team reviews? I pulled the wild card. No more chips the rest of the season. Okay. Yeah. Am I going with Salah cap? Yeah, we're going to go with Salah cap. Hi, mate. Start Saka or Gordon? I probably would start Saka. Is it worth doing a -4 to get Salah in? And I'm going to get Saka out. I mean, both double in 34, so probably not. Sent my team in. Is it too hesitant to sell Solanke and Watkins in the wildcard due to FOMO and losing value? I mean, I did it. I kept Solanke because I think the fixtures are pretty decent for the next few. Watkins is one of the ones that I am fearing taking out. There is no double, so it doesn't make sense to have him, but he is one of those players that has just relentlessly slapped this season. Sorry, I don't have Twitter. Here's my wildcard team. Petrovic, Neto, Virgil, Lascelles, Branthwaite, Gusto, Anderson, Son, Salah, Eze, Garnacho, Palmer, Darwin. I like it. Elias. I think that's a pretty good team. Tom, is there a Fantasy Premier League mini league already running? And if yes, share the code as well. We don't have one. I might set one up because I think you can set the points back to the start of the season, I think. But yeah, we haven't got one. We probably should have made one at the start of the season, but I didn't think the channel would take off as well as this. So yeah, a little bit of kind of maybe negative mindset from me, not thinking it would do as well as this, but it is what it is. Morning, already done Doherty plus Bowen to Gusto and Salah for a -4. Now have the money for Morris to Haaland for another hit. Worth it? I think you can probably go without this week. I think you can go without. Yes, I'm not in your mini league as I started following you in September or so. But I didn't have one. Like I said, start of the season, I think we had just over 1,000 subs, something like 1.1 but 1.2 subs, and yeah, I didn't think we'd build what we're building here. Like, we're closing on 4,000, so you know, each their own. We're slowly getting there. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Plenty of game weeks left. Hopefully we can make good enough content that it pops off and we can get 5,000. It's a big ask. It is a big ask, but we'll see what happens. No worries, Elias, man. No worries, mate. Have a decent day. Just quickly, Tom, Bradley or Lascelles? I prefer Lascelles longer term. Who should I captain this week? Son, Haaland or Watkins? Out of all those players, probably Son, mate. Who should I put in? Eze, Palmer or Bruno G? Eze or Palmer, but Palmer probably number one. It's never too late to create it. We'll all join real quick. Yeah, I can't be asked. We've got the challenge one. I'll get one made. Maybe I'll make one this weekend or something. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll have a look. If you are enjoying the content, do hit that subscribe button as we're closing in on 3.6k, which is pretty decent. Maybe, who knows, we might hit the golden 4k pretty soon as well, which would be very nice indeed. There will be videos out on the channel tonight. Obviously, it's going to be a very quick turnaround to Game Week 31, as obviously that is taking place on Tuesday. We will have a deadline and preview stream as well over those days. So, you know, plenty of content coming your way, guys. There'll be a video out tonight, probably a video out tomorrow morning. Then there'll probably be some videos out Monday. There'll be a stream on Monday, stream on Tuesday, video Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then back to streaming as well. So plenty of content coming your way, guys, in terms of FPL. So do hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy the content that you see on the channel. If you're on TikTok as well, the best thing that you can do is come over to the YouTube chat. Chat does move a little bit slower and does have my priority as well. And if you want to become a member, it's pretty good. It's pretty good being a member, isn't it? I think you guys like being members. It's never too late to create yet. What about just this week? Doing some planning. Probably Bradley just for this week. I didn't saw who was better than McAllister in the vid. I said Decore, but that was just for Liam because he absolutely loves Decore. But yeah, I mean, if you've not got a free hit in 34, Decore could be the better pick. Hey Tom, joining late. I have no idea when the deadline is. It's at 11, so in about an hour's time. Hey David, I'm doing good. I've heard some rumours about Salah. Oh yeah. What are these rumours you've heard, mate? Son, Salah or Palmer captain. Those are the top 3 picks for this week. So, yeah. I'm personally going Salah, Palmer, Son in that order, but it's each their own. If you've got a gut feeling about someone, just go for it. Oh, here we go. You sold Watkins? I did indeed. No doubles coming up for Watkins, unfortunately. Some tricky fixtures. Villa with Europa Conference League as well, so there's going to be some rotation. His performances as well haven't been as good. Oh, if you've got it, then leave it. George, don't you start, mate. Time for RU time. No, we're not going near Jordan, are you? 8 Nori or Castagna? I'd go 8 Nori. Foden to Son for a hit? Probably not. Right, let's take a look at some... What we got? We got predicted points. We've got predicted points for this week. Son clear at the top, so, going against a lot of people's opinions on potential captaincy this week. 8.8%, 8.8 points for him predicted this game week. Then Palmer with 7.7. Interestingly, Salah down in third with 7.3. Then Maddison with 6.9. Haaland with 6.8. Johnson with 6.3. Watkins with 6.2. And Porro with 6 points. So those are the predicted points for this game week. Maybe that'll help you out with potentially captain picks, or maybe transfers in, or maybe people on your wildcards this week. As always, predicted points, it is a model. Doesn't always work out that way, but it is a decent model to potentially base some of your FPL decisions off. 8 Nori or Castagna, we did that one. I said 8 Nori. Hey Tom, could you review my team? Yeah, we'll go and do some more team reviews in a little while. Lucas has asked, start one, Saka, Tony or 8 Nori. Cheers, Tom. I would probably go either Saka or 8 Nori there. 8 Nori's been doing extremely well, especially in terms of in front of goal. His positioning, his underlying data is pretty decent as well. But Saka could very easily turn up in that big game. So I think it is between one of those two. So yeah, I think make your own decision on that one. But yeah, it's between one of those two. Either one could go off, or either one could very easily blank. Keep Trippier or sell for 8 Nori. I mean, Newcastle's fixtures are pretty decent. There is a double coming up. I just don't think he's representing in terms of his value this season. But at the same time, he's top of assists. I didn't even realise that. He's top of assists. Where's that come from? Who to bench between Foden, Garnacho or Saka? For me, probably Garnacho gets the bench out of those ones there. Son, Madders, Watkins or Haaland as captain. I mean, Son's currently clear on predicted points that we're looking at, so probably have to go Son out of that list. Bench Saka for Semenyo? No, don't do that one. Do keep the questions coming in, guys. Thanks, bro. Have a great stream. No worries, man. No worries. Thank you for popping by and asking your question. Right, let's go and have a look at... What should we have a look at? A few of you guys have sent your teams in, apparently. Let's have a look. We've got Shane's team here. He says, hey, Tom, joining late today. Bowen to Salah, done. Not taking Jake's advice and going with no Palmer. Wildcard next week. Oh, we love it. Mate. Yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. Obviously, Palmer is the big miss this week. It could have some potentially consequential effects, but I think you'll be fine. You just have to hope. Just the Chelsea game, just sat behind the sofa like that. But you should be fine. Nkero, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Any changes? I used to get a -8 on intrusive thoughts. If you can comment any changes, I'm leaving now. No. Munez captain's a bold one. I like it though. But yeah, I think that's all good, mate. I think that's all good. My throat, is just making noises. Not good ones either. Right, let me just make sure I haven't missed anyone's team. We did that one. Sometimes they go right to the bottom and just hide, but it doesn't look that way. Newcastle the early kickoff, right, today? Is that right? Let's have a look. I can't remember. Yeah, Newcastle West Ham early kickoff. Oof, bit of a miserable one, isn't it? Bit of a miserable one. Okay. All right. CR7 the GOAT has asked, start 2, Saka, Foden or Gordon. I probably would go Gordon and then flip a coin between either one of those two. Probably leaning slightly more towards Saka as he's got penalties. I had 8 Nori for both his hauls, but did him for the blank and versus Villa. Get him straight back for game week 31. He's madness right now. He is madness. He is. These streams are always part of my routine on a deadline. I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that. Like I said, your support is massively appreciated by me, as always. So thank you for coming along. The devil on my shoulder is telling me a Wobie captain. Go for it. What? I didn't say that. I didn't say go for it. You never should captain a Wobie. No, I don't think if you've got your football brain on, it's not the worst one. But if you've got a feeling, you've got a vibe, go for it. Go for it. How are you guys spending your Easter so far? Obviously in the UK, it is a bank holiday. So most people had yesterday off. Probably got Monday off as well, most people. I say most people. As long as you don't work in like a shop or McDonald's, you've got probably the weekend off. But yeah, let me know what your plans are for the weekend. Which games are you looking forward to as well this weekend? Let me know in the chat. Some pretty tasty ties, isn't there? City Arsenal, the big one tomorrow evening. The Midlands derby between Villa and Wolves, and then obviously some pretty tasty games. Chelsea, Burnley, Spurs versus Luton. Yeah, some pretty active games. Some pretty active games, isn't there? 16 points in 3 games, and Sheffield is so I reckon you go for it. I really, really do. I look ill on the TikTok stream, like really, really ill. I mean, because I am, but yeah, I don't look good. I don't look good at the moment. Yeah, I've had this cold for like a week, and it's just doing my head in. It really, really is doing my head in. Yeah, I'm quite like an active person. Like I go to the gym, I run, and when you get ill, it just stops all that, and then you just sat like I like. For me personally, I don't just sit and watch telly. I make videos, or I'm out running, I'm at the gym, I'm pretty active as a person, but as soon as you get ill, it just like everything stops. And like I've watched just like a load of telly and films, and it's like, ugh, I hate it. It's boring. It's honestly just like the most boring thing in the world. But yeah. Hopefully we're better next week. We're back at the gym. There's plenty of content going to come your guys' way. You might just have to put up with my like little bit of a coldy, sinusy voice, but it is what it is. I was hoping you'd talk me out of it, but you haven't helped me at all, Tom. Mate, go for it. If you want to go for it, just go for it. Enjoy the game. That's what it's all about. Foden's minutes might have started reducing due to upcoming fixtures. Plus, he played 100. Good point. Very valid point, that one on Foden. I like that. That's a very valid point. I have Powell and Douglas and Watkins. 1 free transfer. Should I sell or wait? I mean, it's an okay fixture. It is a derby, so you never know what can happen in derbies. But I probably would say Powell would probably be the one that I'd be looking to sell, to be honest. But yeah, start dismantling that Villa triple up. Start Neto or Areola. Also start Saka or Gordon. I probably would go Neto. Everton in front of goal have been pretty dismal of late. And then I probably would go Anthony Gordon. Newcastle at home. He's one of the top players for home fixture goals, so probably would go down that route. Hey Kelly, how's it going? Saka playing? I believe so. Yeah. I'm on a wild card. Budget is not an issue. Who would you be your top 3 strikers? I'm on a free hit 34. I like these guys that I've got. I think the other players that you're probably looking at are probably like Muniz, Jackson, and Darwin. Now, for me personally, I think with games coming quick and fast for Liverpool, Europa League as well, I think Darwin might see a little bit of kind of risk. I do like Solanke. The next few fixtures are pretty decent. Then I would probably take him out in 35, I think it is I've lined up. 35. Let me get the fixtures up. So yeah, I'd probably do... like that's a really nice run of 3. Then you could probably either take him out in 33 if you're thinking. So you could easily go and get somebody like Isak at that point then anyway, or move on to Darwin, or take a look at maybe Jackson at that point if he's obviously got past his suspension. They've then got the double, so that potentially could be something you do there. I think that's probably my thought process as well. Have Solanke for these 3/4, maybe even this one as well. Then maybe move to like somebody like Jackson, or maybe somebody from Spurs, maybe someone else who doubles in this run here, maybe Rasmus Højlund. Isak as well could be one that you could switch to late on, or Julian Alvarez. There's plenty of good options there. I've come up with a new plan. Watkins and Foden out, Salah and Muniz for a -4. With Watkins, I would be a little bit cautious this week. It is a very good fixture. He is one of the best players in the game. But, you know, a lot of people are going to go without him. I like your Dortmund jersey. Thank you. Thank you. There is a video about that one on the channel because it's actually a fake, surprisingly. We did that like last year. I haven't made any TikToks in a while, but I feel we have been just kind of concentrating on the YouTube channel recently, so it is what it is. Do you think Johnson is going to start? I do. Any thoughts on what you do differently next season than this season? I think sometimes I'm a little bit keen to make weird transfers for some reason. I think you guys peer pressure me as well, but that's probably one of the things. And I'd probably say, like, I think some of the things that have cost me this season is stubbornness to not bring in certain players. Like, I was so stubborn against Saka for weeks, and it cost me big time. But yeah, that's probably what I'd say. Stubbornness, and sometimes just picking players that it's just a waste of a transfer. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Do keep the questions coming in, guys. Like I said, the deadline is at 11 o'clock, so make sure you're getting your team submitted. Make sure you're clicking save as well. And if you are on the wildcard, make sure you're clicking that wildcard button so you're not, you know, taking a massive minus. I'm way too knee-jerky. This needs to stop next season. Worse this year than ever before. Yeah, I think that's probably a big problem for everyone as well, isn't it? Would you prefer Maddison or Garnacho or Richarlison? 34 free hit. I probably would prefer Richarlison, then Garnacho. I'm just not a big Maddison fan. I'm really not. What's your thoughts on Isak, Watkins and Solanke, and fetch Haaland in next week instead? I think if you're on the wild card, you might as well just get Haaland in already. You know what I mean? He's still going to do pretty well, but he still very easily could go and get a few goals this week. But yeah. I think if you're on that, like, booking in transfers is something I do not like doing. So yeah, I probably would avoid it. Well, it's either Watkins to be playing player or it's Odie who doubles to a non-playing player. Surely it's worth the risk. All right, Jeff, go for it then. Keep Foden and De Bruyne. I don't have Salah or Son. I'd get rid of KDB and get Salah in my personal opinion. Haaland or Foden? Haaland 100%. Haaland all the way, baby. Do keep the questions coming in. Keep the subscriptions flowing as well. We are approaching 3.6k. Be nice if we could hit that by the end of today's stream. That would be that'd be a little cheeky one if we could. Oh, might have to go blow the nose again. Would you play Gabriel over Doherty? Yes. No worries, Joe. Thank you for popping by, man. Appreciate that as always. Best of luck this game week. One free transfer. Should I do Taylor to Gusto? Start Gusto and bench Gabriel? Yeah, I'd do that. I do that. That works for me. That works for me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a quick check of Twitter. See if we've had any other teams sent in. It doesn't look like we have. No early team news as of yet as well. But yeah, we'll take a look. Yeah, nothing on there. Nothing on there as of yet. I've learned from stubbornness last season, as I always refused to bring in Haaland into my team till it was too late. Yeah, it is a problem that I think a lot of managers have, is that stubbornness to bring in certain players, especially when you've kind of made a claim like, oh, they're not good enough or whatever, but yeah. Who do I bench? De Bruyne, Diaz, Douglas Luiz, Palmer or Garnacho? I mean, probably Douglas Luiz out of that list or Garnacho. Will we get any early team news? I doubt it. I don't think the guy who usually does the Newcastle leaks is always leaking like fake news. So I don't think we're going to get any Newcastle leaks. Don't think we're going to get any West Ham leaks because no one's really that bothered. But yeah, I don't think we're going to get any early team news. My voice is hanging on. It's really, really hanging on. We've got about 45 minutes left. The big question is what will go first? My voice or my power on my laptop, because that is going as well. So I just need to plug that in. Oh. But yeah, do keep the questions coming in, guys. Like I said, we are approaching the deadline in around 45 minutes. So do keep the questions coming in. If you enjoy any of the content that you see on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well, as we are trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Saka and De Bruyne to Salah and Gordon. I rate it. My only concern with that one, obviously, if you're playing the 34 free hit, that's fine. If you're not, it might pose a few problems. Thoughts about a punt on Muniz because of his recent gif? I mean, I'm guessing you mean form. Yeah. I think he's definitely worth a pick. For 4.6 or 4.7, did he have a price rise last night? Definitely a really good budget enabler. Barkley to Salah or Kudus to Salah? Barkley 100%. Barkley 100%. Both are players I would be looking to remove, but at least Kudus can actually do something in certain games. I feel Ross Barkley, yeah, he's done. He's done for. Sad, Mac out. No tech talk and celebration. Any early team news? No early team news, Josh. No early team news. Haaland, Muniz, Watkins, bench Haaland, and 5 midfield with Rice punt instead of Haaland. No, John, don't do it. That's silly. Who to captain? Haaland, Watkins, Solanke, Diaz, or Palmer? Probably Palmer, and then I'd probably say Haaland. For you there, Kieran. Chris has asked Muniz and Son or Solanke and Richarlison. Muniz and Son. Whew, I'm just going to go and get some tissue. Right, we're back. We are back. Ugh. We are back. Let's have a cough sweet because my fucking voice is banging. Potentially wildcard in. If I post on Twitter, would you mind taking a look? Yeah, that's what we're here for, David. That is what we're here for, my friend. Leave it under my pinned tweet. Drop me a follow as well. That will help you out. But yeah, that's what we're here for. Start Kudus or Morris this week? I'd start Kudus. Is Gabriel set to start? I believe so, yes. Andrew has asked, would you play Gordon, Saka, Palmer, Foden, or Garnacho for 4 midfielders? I'd probably play the first 4 over Garnacho. Anyone know whether Saka finally trained? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I haven't seen anything. I haven't actually seen anything, but I would assume so. Let's go to Draft Town, see what they've got as their predicted lineups. Oh dear. Yeah, they've got Saka in here. They've also got Gabriel in here as well. What other teams have there been a few questions about? Liverpool, Salah, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Cool. Cool. I think there was a few questions about City as well. Does have De Bruyne playing, but whether or not he plays is a different story. Foden 90 minutes as well on here. Bowen Salah for a -4. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. Start Saka or Foden? Probably Saka, but it's a 50-50 call on that one. Chess Quickies has said Kelleher, Kirkez, Adoji, Doherty, Foden, Bowen, Son, Palmer, Haaland, Watkins and Solanke bench row. I'd play Douglas Luiz. I'd actually play Gabriel over Kirkez, in my personal opinion. Yeah. Gabriel over Kirkez. Check Aston Villa 2. What did you need Aston Villa for? But yeah, I can check it for you. That's the Villa one. There you go. Arch Moreno, I think, was the one you were probably inquisitive about. So he's there. There you go. Just sent my team. Cool. We'll go and take a look at that. Saka fit? Yeah, it should be. Draft Hound have him playing, so I think we should be all good in that department. Captain Son, Palmer or Salah? That's the big question. That is the 3. I'm currently leaning more towards Salah. I think Palmer's second for me and then Son third, but all very much have the capability to pop off this week. All have really good fixtures, so you do you. Right, let's have a look. What other teams we've been sent in? Gary, he's got 1 free transfer and 0.7 million in the bank. What do you think? I mean, personally, I think this team's fine. And I think what you could do, is drop Botman to Lascelles. That'll free up a little bit more money. Or save the transfer for next week. Then you can drop Watkins down, get Salah in. You know, that to me would probably work better. So I think I'd roll this week. Slews sent me his team. Guessing that's Areola. 8 Nori, Powell, Doherty, Gusto, Salah. Palmer, Saka, Solanke, Watkins. Obviously no Haaland in here, which is a little bit of a problem. I'd play Foden over Doherty as well. So swap Doherty out, put Foden in. Alfie, here's my team. Already done Bowen, Salah. What should I do with my 1 free transfer? Should I just roll? You probably want to get rid of Doherty, really. And it depends what your chip strategy is, but Doherty, maybe to somebody like Lascelles if you're on the free hit 34. Otherwise, probably Branthwaite if you are needing that defender for 34. There you go. Who should I captain? Any other changes with defence? Start Muniz or Tony? I mean, captain is probably those 3 right there. Palmer, Son and Salah. Those are going to be the top 3 for this week. And I'd definitely start Muniz over Tony. Cool. Start Estu or Doherty? Probably Doherty. Bowen to Salah, Solanke to Muniz. Yep, all good for that one. Just sent my team. Any suggestions? Let's go and have a look, John. Let's go and have a look. Hasn't pulled through yet, but it's probably in the hiddens as always. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. There we go. It'll be down here, won't it? Yep. Oh, dear. Are you serious? Nice. Other than this, I think this team looks ridiculously strong for this week. No questions with that one. Maybe Lascelles over Gabriel or Richards over Gabriel, but other than that, I think the rest is looking pretty decent, my friend. Yeah, looking pretty good. Neto, Porro, Moreno, Gabriel, Palmer, Saka, Maddison, Garnacho, Haaland, Watkins and Solanke. Pretty strong. Pretty strong, my friend. Pretty strong indeed. David, I don't know if we did it. Did we do it? Let me know if we did it. We do get sent a lot of teams. I keep thinking Mac, game week 37, then I'll take him out for a bench boost. Okay, no worries. No worries, John. No worries, my friend. How can I send you my team? If you want to come over to Twitter and leave it under my pinned tweet, that is the best thing that you can do there. If you go to my Twitter at FPLTom_, leave it under the pinned tweet, and yeah, we'll review it. Cool, David. Okay, right. Let me take a look, my friend. Let me make sure I didn't miss it. Here we go. Here's your team. Potential wildcard. What do you think? Petrovic, Gusto. Yeah, I like it. The only problem is no Haaland. I feel you just have to have him, in my personal opinion. But this team is stacked, like absolutely stacked of talent. But yeah, if you wanted Haaland, you'd probably have to drop Foden to like Sarabia or Garnacho. But this team is pretty good. I just think not having Haaland's a bit of a mistake. So yeah, I probably would drop Foden down to a cheap mid and upgrade one of these guys. That'd be my advice. There you go, David. There you go, my friend. Hate to see Stags a bottle in it. Yeah, I know, it's not good. Palmer to Salah, a good transfer? Definitely not. Not this week. Currently on a train bridge. Should I start Foden or Saka? Please answer in the chat as I can't hear a thing. There you go. We'll look to offload Watkins returns soon. Yeah. I risk taking a -4. Johnson out, Palmer. What do you think, mate? You're not the best, not the worst. Would it be worth going without Saka for the next few game weeks? Definitely an option. Definitely an option to go without him. Who's the best defender to buy? I'm free hitting in game week 34. Probably Gusto then. Or a Doji or Porro. Yep, that's my main concern. Thanks so much for the advice. No worries, mate. No worries. That's what we're here for. Ben has asked Saka, Solanke, Gabriel, Saliba. Which two should I start? For me, Saka and Solanke. Those are the two you should start. Conor Bradley or Zabania? I'd go Conor Bradley. Cheers, Tom. Remind more people to come soggy biscuits for me. Yeah, no worries. I mean, you weren't here for the FPL Challenge launch as well. That is now up, and the league name is Soggy Biscuits, so you'll be proud of us. You will be proud of us. But yeah. Like I said, if you do want to become a member, like a turkey in the bushes, get priority in this chat, get some cool emotes as well. It only costs 99p, so, you know, if you want to help the channel out, support us, do become a member, you know. Get yourself a little shout out as well for becoming a member. That's what you want. You want to flex on all these people in this chat. We are close to 3.6k subscribers as well. So if you want to help us hit that goal today, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you are new around the channel. Which Liverpool defender should I get in for the next game week? Probably Bradley. I like Bradley. That'd probably be my pick. Oh, should have said I need to pick one defender and one mid. So need to play one of Gabriel or Saliba. Probably go Saliba just because he's not flagged. And then Saka or Solanke. I'd probably go Solanke. Would Trent be back? Supposedly. In the next few weeks. But at the same time, even when he was back, Bradley was still putting in some good performances. Virgil van Dijk or Gabriel? Probably Virgil this week. Will Stag's bottle promotion? It's looking that way, isn't it? It is looking that way, which is a shame. Do keep the questions coming in, guys. Like I said, we've got about half an hour till the deadline, so do keep those questions flying in if you do have any questions you need. And if you're enjoying any of the content that you see on the channel, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as it's massively appreciated by me. What club do I support? That one back there, which is Mansfield Town in League 2. There you go. So, yeah. Yummy. Love the cough. Do keep the questions coming in, like I said, guys. What should we take a look at? Let's have a look on Twitter, see if there's any team news kicking about. We might have someone else. Andrew, who I know's in the TikTok chat somewhere. He has sent me his team. He's got Leno, Doherty, Pedporo, Emerson, Saka, Palmer, Foden, Gordon, Solanke, Haaland. Watkins with the armband is a rogue one. I think with your team, I probably would have gone Palmer instead with the armband, but each their own. If you feel and you're fancying Watkins, then go for it, mate. Go for it. Doesn't look like any early team news as well. Darwin or Isak on the wild card. I mean, both are really good picks. The only comment I'd make about it is Liverpool still have European football, so they've got a lot of games coming up. So I probably would be slightly leaning more towards Isak, but it depends on the chip strategy as well. Obviously, if you're not free hitting in 34, you want that double for Darwin. But if you are, then Isak's probably the better pick. Onana or Kelleher, I mean, again, depending on chip strategy, what you need, if you're free hitting in 34, then probably Onana, because United's double will be 37. Would you aim to get rid of Tony and Watkins in the near future? Yeah. Especially Tony, I would. My defence is Zabania, Doherty and Gabriel. With one free transfer, should I move to Gusto or just roll? Yeah, I'd do Gusto to Doherty. That'd be the move that I'd do. Oh, cheers for the heart, man. I appreciate that one. Thank you, Toby. Massively appreciate that from you, mate. What is my team? It's live on the YouTube stream if you want to come over and take a look. But it's Petrovic, Lascelles, Gusto, Bradley, Salah, Son, Saka, Palmer, Solanke, Haaland and Isak. Salah's got the armband. And on the bench, we've got Onana, Garnacho, Gabriel and Branthwaite. Best goalkeeper on a wild card? Probably Petrovic. Can you repeat your thoughts on Onana and Kelleher? Yes. So, like I said, if you're on a free hit for 34, you probably want Onana. If you're not, you probably want Kelleher. And hope that Alisson isn't back in time. There you go. Richarlison for a 1 week punt. He's probably going to be more than a 1 week punt, isn't he? Who should I bench? Solanke, Tony or Saka? Probably Tony out of that list. Cool. You just sent me a team. Let's go and take a look at that. My voice is hanging on, by the way. Absolutely hanging on. I have one free transfer. Thinking of doing Barkley to Salah and captaining him and benching Morris. Yep. I'm very happy with that move. That move makes a lot of sense to me. Especially if you're going to give him the armband as well. That makes sense to me. That improves your team massively as well. Well, I was thinking of bringing Havertz in next week for Richarlison. I'm guessing you're not on a free hit for 34, so yeah. Love the lives. Good info. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. We do try our best out here. That is the aim. We do try to give you guys the best advice. Best goalkeepers under 4.5. I mean, probably looking at the likes of Kelleher, Areola. That's about it, really, isn't there? Unless there's one that I'm completely forgetting about. But yeah, you're probably looking at Kelleher and Areola. Let's have a look. GK's goalkeepers. Yeah, probably Areola. Dubravka's a very good shout, actually. Yeah. That's a very good shout. Dubravka is a really, really decent goalkeeper shout. I'm quite happy with that one, actually. Should you aim to get the best players and a bad bench, or get a good bench with a good team? Well, I mean, a lot of people are going to be bench boosting over the next few weeks, so probably more looking towards a better bench. Can we see your team? Yeah, it's live on YouTube if you want to come over to the stream. All you have to do is go onto my profile, click the YouTube button, and it'll take you to the beautiful stream. Is there a Twitch? Nah, we're on YouTube, mate. We're on YouTube. FPL Tom. If you want to just type that in on YouTube, you will find the stream. What's the rationality behind captaining Salah over Son? I mean, there's not really any rationality with this decision, to be honest. It's just more, I just have a feeling Salah's going to do better than Son this week. I'm not having, like, fears of FOMO around Son, so I'm just going to stick with Salah. That's my kind of, yeah. When did I start? This stream or YouTube or TikTok in general? Surprised we didn't get early team news. Yeah, we might get something. We might get something. Is it worth going to Gusto this week if I need 2 free transfers to upgrade Watkins to Haaland and downgrade Maddison to Palmer? Yes, do it. I have all chips available. What's the best time to play each chip? Depends on what your team's looking like at the moment. Like, obviously, wildcard in either this week or next week if your team's a little bit of a mess. Free hitting in 34 is definitely an option. Bench boosting in 37 is an option. Or you could play the free hit in 34. So dead end your team into Gameweek 33. Free hit in 34. Wildcard 35. Bench boost 37 is the other strategy that you could go for. There you go. Or do whatever you want. I got Neto in goal. Nice. Is Wooder a good option for a wild card? Who's Wooder? Do you mean Wood? Chris Wood? Lisa has said, "Hi Tom, want to bring in Palmer. Who do I take out for him? Bowen or Gross?" I would take out... Let's have a look who's got doubles. I mean, West Ham have no double game weeks coming up, so probably Bowen. When am I going through teams? We've been through a lot of people's teams, but if you want your team reviewing, do send it me on Twitter at FPLTom. Leave it under the pinned tweet, and yeah, we'll review some more before the deadline. Oh, I forgot triple captain. Probably 34 if you want to go for Salah. 37, Haaland has a double. There you go. Would you go Onan or Kelleher? Because I have both. Probably Kelleher. I probably would do Bowen there, Ben, for Salah. Oh, you mean Wood? Chris Wood. I think Owanye's back, isn't he? If I'm not mistaken. I don't think Forest have any doubles either, so not really worth it for me. I think Muniz is a better pick. Cheaper as well. No worries, Lisa. No worries, that's what we're here for. Right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Here he is. Here's Yusuf's team. Any changes, he said. I mean, I like the Jackson one. No, I think this is good. I think this is fine, mate. I probably would be more inclined to play Saka over Havertz, but I get he's in really good form. I just think with Saka having the penalties, you know, all it takes is one potentially dodgy VAR decision to completely change this this game week for Saka. So, yeah, I probably would play Saka over Havertz, but if you've got a feeling, just go for it. Just go for it. Can you predict the games for this game week? What, like who's going to win? We usually have it, but I didn't do it this week. 2 away games for Muniz. I get that, but it doesn't really matter. Fulham are in pretty good form at the moment. And Sheffield United. Foden or Haaland? Haaland all the way. Haaland all the way. Newcastle West Ham, that honks of like a 1-1. Bournemouth Everton, 2-0 Bournemouth. Chelsea Burnley, 3-1 to Chelsea. Forest Palace, 0-0. Sheffield United Fulham, 3-0 Fulham. Spurs Luton, 2-1 Spurs. Villa Wolves, I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Wolves. Brentford United, 1-0 Brentford. Liverpool Brighton, going to go for a 3-0 win for Liverpool. City Arsenal, I'm going to go 1-1. There you go. Best forward can afford any have Solanke, Jackson and Morris. What? You might want to rewrite that question so it makes a little bit more sense for me there, Mikey. Should I take a -4 to bring in Salah and Muniz? Depends who you're taking out, Ben. What is my overall? 280,000. We've had some stinky past few weeks. We've had some very stinky weeks. Is taking a point hit bad? No, not necessarily. Sometimes it needs to happen. Sometimes it needs to happen in the game. If you are enjoying any of the content that you see on the YouTube channel, be sure to like, comment, and of course the main one being subscribe, as we are trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the season. So if you do want to help us hit that goal, be sure to hit that subscribe button. What's my end of season target rank? I mean, we've got a lot of chips in play still, so getting into that top 100k is the aim. But I've said this a few times this season. I feel getting into the top 100k is now like a lot harder of an achievement because you've got so many more informed managers, a lot of people making content as well. So getting into that top bracket has become extremely harder. I think we've seen it like this season, like the top content creators that usually are dominating or get into those really good positions have struggled for large parts of the season because it's been a bit of a weird season, yes. But at the same time, I feel because you've got a lot more people informed and making better decisions, it means that they no longer have that upper hand. So it is what it is. I'm 11k rank at the moment. Fair play to you, mate. Fair play to you. Congratulations. Tom, what do you think of my team? Did you send it me? I can't remember. Should I play Morris or Elanga? I'd probably go Elanga. Start Petrovic or Leno? I'd probably go Leno. Areola, Saliba, Virgil, Van Dijk, Robinson, Havertz, Salah, Palmer. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good team. And should I move Doherty to Gusto if it means I'll have to take a -4 to get Haaland next week? Ooh. Probably not then. Probably not then. I don't think I'd do that. Sorry, bro. Have 10 million in the bank. Who's the best forward to get for Morris or Solanke? Have Jackson as my third already. Probably Isak then or Haaland. Those will probably be the two that I'd go and get. Who's a better captain? Palmer, Son and Salah. I think they're all really, really good captains this week. Son is clear for predicted points, then Palmer, then Salah, but all are really, really good picks. So I think it's pretty much up to you guys, whichever way you're kind of feeling. If you want to go with a crowd, you're probably going to go with Son. Palmer, probably a little bit more of a differential, then Salah, but each their own. Yeah, I think your team's pretty good, mate. I think your team is pretty good. I'm taking Bowen out for Salah or either Tony, Morris or Muniz for a -4. All right, I can get on board with that. Do you do the challenges? Yeah, we've set up a league for that as well. We have set up a league for that. Foden or Muniz to start? I mean, you've got to start Muniz against Sheffield United, haven't you? Start Richarlison or Morris? I probably would go Richarlison over Morris. That would be the way that I'd go on that one. Better win today up against Bayern. I don't actually support Dortmund. I just like the clobber. I do want to go to the stadium, though. That is on the bucket list. No worries, man. No worries. It happens to the best of us. Do we know if Muniz is injured? No, he's not injured. Not that I've seen, anyway. I think you're just chatting. Doesn't look like we're going to get any leaked team news, which is a bit of a shame. But we'll keep ploughing on. We'll keep ploughing on. Hi Tom, Captain Watkins or Palmer? Josh, I'd probably go with Palmer on that one, my friend. Probably would go with Palmer. I think Watkins is a good shout though, but I think I'd go Palmer. Petrovic or Leno to start? Should I bring in Onana for Leno using the wild card? Yeah, I probably would. Means then if you've still got that bench boost, you'll have 2 goalkeepers that have doubles in 37, yeah. And I'd probably start Leno this week. Sheffield United's a pretty good fixture, so I'd probably go Leno. Cheers for the follow as well. Appreciate that one. Do you have a link to the league? I have the code somewhere. It's 3PX120. There you go. 3PX120 is the code for the league if you want to join it. I have him in my squad. Somebody just said it. It was a rumour on Twitter. Hope not. Yeah, I don't think so. I think we'll be fine. Black Shadow has said, rate my wild card. Kelleher, Areola, Aït-Nouri, Adoji, Gusto, Lascelles, Robinson, Son, Zaka, Palmer, Zalagon. Yep, I think that's fine. I mean, Watkins is probably a player I wouldn't have on a wild card, in my personal opinion. No doubles coming up for Villa, and if we look at the fixtures here, it's quite a tricky fixture run for them. Where are they? AVL, City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool. No double game weeks as well for Villa. If you've got chips to play as well, or don't have chips to play, you probably want to be looking at people that double in 34, 37. So the likes of Isak are probably better picks than Watkins for this week. Yeah, I think both Saka and Palmer will play this week. Garnacho or Muniz, who to bench? I'd bench Garnacho, in my personal opinion. Cheers for the follow, man. Appreciate that. Right, let's drink, because my voice is going. Just under 15 minutes till the deadline, guys, so do keep your questions flowing in. We will try to answer as many as we possibly can. Worth getting Saka in this week for a -4 for Kulusevski, or wait until next week and roll? Yeah, I probably wouldn't go and get Saka. Would not be a player I'd be like absolutely gagging to get in this week. Solanke or Isak then. Again, dependent on chip strategy. If you need someone who's going to play in 34 because you've not got the free hit, Solanke. If you do, then probably Isak. There you go. Foden or Richarlison? Probably Richarlison this week. Like I said, guys, if you are enjoying the content that you see on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, as it's massively appreciated by me. We're closing in on 3.6k subs, so if you want to help us hit that goal today, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Which teams do you think will get promoted this season? Probably, I hope Ipswich come up. I feel like Leeds are too strong. They've kind of hit form. They're going to come up as well. Then the playoffs is a real just... ugh. And you know what? It honks of somebody like Norwich. I'd just be like, oh, what's the point? If they come up, what's the point? You know what I mean? So, but Leicester could very easily pull it back. I know they're going for a little bit of a sticky patch at the moment, but they do have a really good squad. And if they don't go up, a lot of questions have to be asked. Any update on Gabriel, Saka and De Bruyne, mate? I mean, Draft Hound has them all playing, but nothing concrete. Nothing concrete. Christmas lights blinding me. Shut up, Lauren. Go release some more music. Come on. Let's see if she's got a response to that one. Have you got a response to that one, Lauren? Come on. Come on. Tell people to where go and listen. But that didn't even come out. Tell people where we can go and listen to your music. Come on. Everyone's here now. Everyone's invested. Where are we heading, Lauren? Where are we heading? Bench Foden, Saka, Garnacho this game week. Probably Garnacho. Ha! No promo here. Why not? Why not? Give yourself a little shout out. The people on YouTube want to know. The people on TikTok, they're dying. They're dying to know. What are we talking about here, Lauren? They're so interested. They want to know about the hot new music. Come on. Let's have the promo. Come on. Let's have it. Let's have it. Sell yourself. Come on. Do you think it's worth starting with Muniz on the wild card, then switching to Haaland next game week by spare cash? Personally, Barney, I don't like booking in transfers a little bit later on, but I definitely think it could be a move that you could go for. A really good one-off fixture, but for me personally, I don't like booking in transfers. You never know what could happen with the rest of your team. You might have bigger priorities to potentially do then after that week, so yeah. Hey, Elias. Who do I start this game week, Havertz or Watkins? Watkins, 100%. Jake's asked just -8 for Muniz for Morris. Go for it, Jake. Go for it. Why not? Have a bit of fun. Have a bit of fun. You've got no wild card, so I think probably taking a minus is going to be needed. Who do I start this week? Havertz or Watkins? We did that one. I said Watkins. Start 2, Saka, Foden, Garnacho. Saka and Foden for me. Saka and Foden for me. Foden or Haaland? Probably go with Haaland. Sam said, on a wild card, should I go for Foden and Muniz or Garnacho and Darwin/Solanke? I'd probably go for the second options, in my personal opinion. They've all got double game weeks coming up. So yeah, I'd do that. Go on, play some. I can't play any. We'll get copyrighted. You'll fucking send in something, then we'll be copyrighted, won't we? Like, come on, think. Use your noggin. Yeah, I thought you was a smart girl, but starting to show yourself as a little bit of a tard. So yeah. I've just transferred in Salah and given the armband straight away from Son. Do you think a -4 for Gusto taking out Estepinian is worth it? Longer term, probably yes, if you've not got that wild card in the back pocket, Bashir. But other than that, I think you should be fine, mate. Hello, Tom. Whom to captain, Son or Palmer? I think both are really, really good shouts this week, so you go either way. Start Doherty or Emerson? I'd take the gamble on Emerson. Opinions on Luis Diaz as captain? Nope. Garnacho or Saka, who to bench? Probably I'd go Garnacho. I just hummed it there. We just had a little hum. When's the new tune dropping? When's it dropping? Let everyone know. Get your promos in here. Come on, Lauren. Sort it out. You think Gabriel has any chance of starting? According to Draft Hound, he does, so yeah. We've got about 8 minutes till the deadline, guys, so do keep the questions coming in. Jesus, that was a bad one. My team, it's Petrovic, Lascelles, Gusto, Bradley, Salah, Son, Saka, Palmer, Solanke, Haaland, and Isak. Smokers cough that. Well, I've been chonging on a vape, bit like you, to be honest. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'll copy my friend Lauren. She's always chonging on vapes, putting it on her Snapchat story. So I was like, you know what? I'll join in. Would transfer Foden or Saka for Garnacho? No. Start Garnacho or Gordon. Gordon's got a fantastic home record, so I'd probably go for Anthony Gordon. That would be my advice on that one, to be honest. That would be my advice on that one. About 6 minutes till the deadline, guys, so make sure you're getting your teams locked and loaded. If you've got any final questions as well, do get them in, as we will try to answer as many as we possibly can. Yeah, been quite a good stream. Quite a good stream. We've had pretty good numbers in the YouTube one. TikTok's been a little bit off today, but you know what it is. It doesn't always go our way. It would be nice if we could maybe finish it with a raid. That would be sexy. If we got a raid, I think that would make my day. It'd make the illness better. Don't get yourself cancelled while I'm away. Aw, cutie. Well, you go enjoy making some music. Bye. Should I sell Virgil and upgrade Eze with the extra cash? Just a quick thought. Should I sell Virgil and upgrade Eze with the extra cash? Just a quick thought. What chip strategy you on, Elias? Let me know. I can't remember off the top of my head, mate. A lot of people asking a lot of questions. Should I captain Maddison and Solanke and bench Foden for Watkins? Should we captain Maddison or Solanke as captain? No way. No way. Solanke or Isak? Depends what chip strategy you're on. If you need a player for 34 and you're not on a free hit, then Solanke. If you are on a free hit, then Isak. That'd be my advice on that one. Do keep the questions coming in, guys. Like I said, about 5 minutes till the deadline, so, you know, times are ticking to get those teams locked and loaded. Will De Bruyne play? According to Draft Hound, he is in for the predicted lineup, but again, bench boost 37, nothing else. Then, no, I wouldn't. Eze's got a double, and he probably will be one of the players that will cook for Palace in that week, so I think I'd keep him. I still can't believe Klopp is leaving Liverpool. Who cares? Oh no. Yeah, it's gonna be a different landscape, isn't it? Afterwards in the Premier League, no Alonso for Liverpool either, so they're gonna have to go a little bit outside the box with their manager appointment. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that one. Juan He-Chan to Gordon for a -4 and bench Foden. Nah, I probably wouldn't, Mike. Probably wouldn't. Bayern on top. They are indeed. I'm not a Dortmund fan, so it doesn't bother me. I just like their gear. It's all good stuff. Should I start Pau Torres instead of Saka and go 4-4-2 formation? No. I don't think I'd do that. I won't do that. Not in my personal opinion. About 4 minutes till the deadline, guys, so make sure you are getting your teams locked and loaded. Make sure you're getting them locked and loaded. Any final questions as well you might have about your team captaincy, get them in as well. Like I said, there's going to be plenty of content coming out on the channel within the next few days. Obviously, the next deadline is on Tuesday. We will be live for a stream there as well. So, yeah, plenty of stuff coming up. Solanke or Darwizzi? Again, I've said this for a few people. If you need a player for 34, you don't have a free hit, Solanke. Actually, no, Darwizzi's a different player. Yeah, I probably would go more towards Solanke. I just think Darwin could see some rotation with European football coming up. Palmer, FOMO, huge. Drop Gordon for a -4. Nah, I don't think it's worth it. If you've got FOMO, don't play the game out of fear. Play it out of enjoyment and just hope he does nothing. There you go. Should I start Solanke or KDB? I'd start Solanke. My captain for this week, we've gone with Salah. We're going with Mohamed Salah, so hopefully that one pays off. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. But yeah, we'll stay live after the deadline for a bit. We'll see what happens. Boom, 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 boom. Like I said, we've wildcarded this week. This is the team we will be rocking with for the next few weeks. I think it's a pretty good wildcard. No complaints from myself, if I must say so. I think it's a pretty good team. Hopefully, it can deliver. Start getting us back on track as well. That would be nice. But we're going to have to wait and see. But hopefully so. Hopefully we've got it in the locker. We can bag. We can do well. But yeah. Let's have a quick check if there's no early team news, actually. We don't want any of that kicking about. No. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like there's going to be any early team news. A lot of people locking in their Gameweek 30 wildcards. Very interesting to see. Whoops, that was a bit of a rogue tweet there. Trippier. Kieran Trippier is here. Very interesting. Who do I start? Kelleher or Leno? I'd go Leno, mate. Captain Palmer, Watkins or Haaland? I probably would Captain Palmer this week. That's probably the way that I'd go with that one. Any final questions, guys? Do get them in as quick as possible, as we have about a minute till the deadline. We will stay live for like 1 or 2 minutes afterwards. See what happens. But other than that, I reckon we're probably going to call it there a day before my voice gives away, because it's slowly going. It's slowly going, just about. But it's all good. It's just all part of the fun, isn't it? It is just part of all the fun. Haaland bench? Nah, don't bench Haaland. Don't be daft. Don't be daft. Don't be daft. Don't be daft. Do not be daft. Don't put Haaland on the bench. Play him. Don't bench him. But like I said, we've got about probably like 20 seconds till the deadline goes, to be honest. But yeah. Do keep your questions coming in, guys. Like I said, we will stay live for about 1 or 2 minutes post-deadline. See if anything amazing happens. Probably not. But yeah. But yeah. There's gone 11. That has just struck 11 right there. Let's have a look. Let's see. Bosh. Yeah, done. Ooh, that's me. Finito. Bless me indeed. Jesus Christ. There is the deadline for Gameweek 30. Like I said, guys, if you have enjoyed today's stream, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff. And yeah, best of luck this game week, guys. Hopefully you all have a pretty good week. Hopefully you've got all your teams locked in. If you did wildcard this week, why have you benched him, Gavin? Oh, Gavin. Come on, man. What have you benched him? Oh, Gavin. I mean, I hope it works out for you, mate, but I think it's probably going to be a questionable one, to be honest. It's probably going to be a questionable one, but hopefully it works out. Hopefully it works out for you, mate. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, good luck to everyone this game week. Like I said, good luck. Hopefully everything works out for you guys. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. But it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. In terms of future planning, I think this is probably a useful tool for people that are maybe on a wild card next week. Maybe if you're not on a wild card as well. Who knows? Could be a very useful tool for you in terms of players to go for and players not to go for, especially if you're on that 34 free hit or not on the 34 free hit. In terms of a 34 free hit team, just looking off the top of my head in terms of fixtures, I think you're obviously going to have triple Liverpool, probably going to have triple Arsenal, probably just Solanke. Then either Elise, Eze and a Palace defender, probably Aït-Nouri, probably Branthwaite, no one from Sheffield United, and then maybe like Tony, and then Garnacho, Højlund, and probably a United defender. But that'll probably be about it. There it is. There's the comment. Get in there, Scab. I knew we were going to get a Scab comment in there. I was waiting for it. I thought maybe today's the day we're not going to get called a Scab, but it happened. It did happen. So I appreciate that one. I do appreciate that one. It was painful at Wrexham yesterday. Yeah, it was pretty poor. Maybe the bottle begins. Now. But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see, aren't we? I am a little bit concerned. Like the injuries we're picking up, we're not looking good at the moment. So, yeah, we could have a little bit of a bottle on our hands. There we go. Oh, but yeah. Oh, my voice is absolutely is finished today in today's stream. To be honest, I can't lie with you. It's getting a little bit crackly. I said it 2 weeks ago. It's the Flitcroft season all over again. I'd rather lose to County than Wrexham. Yeah, it does feel that way. I'd rather lose both games to Notts County and go up, rather than win both those games and have to play League 2 football again for another year. But it's starting to get a bit shaky. You know what I mean? So it is starting to get to that point where it is like, are we going to bottle it again? You know what I mean? Are we genuinely going to bottle this again? And if we do, I think we're going to be like the longest member of one certain league in like the top 5 divisions, which is absolutely criminal. Yeah, the injuries are a real concern. And I think DKD's form's just absolutely slid off a cliff the past few games. Yeah, I don't know whether or not he's carrying a knock or just playing through an injury or whatever, but it's not looking good, is it? It's not looking good. It's not looking good. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We've got a lot of what's it called? A lot of what's the word? Games at home coming up. So we'll see what happens. I mean, if we don't go up, we get Chesterfield away, which isn't the worst thing in the world, is it? I'd rather go up. I would rather go up, to be honest. But again, like I said, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I can't see it happening. It's gonna be a little bit of a shame, to be honest. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a shame. Thoughts on Leicester bottling? I mean, it's pretty funny, isn't it? I found it funny Mullin has found his scoring boots towards the end of the season. Yeah, I mean, that's what top players do, don't they? They go through purple patches. They have periods and spells. I think maybe they found a system that probably works for him at this level as well. And yeah. Yeah, I am really, really concerned about it, to be honest. So, yeah, I think it could be a long old season if we don't go up. I think Nigel will leave as well. I think he'll be gone. Do you have any retro kits? Not off the top of my head. I don't think so. Let me just open my cupboard, which is next to me. But I don't think we do. Leeds. No, I don't have any retro kits. I probably should get some. I thought I had like an old England shirt from like 2002, but we don't, unfortunately. I think like the oldest kit we have is probably that one back there, which is like 2013, 2014. But can 10 years really be classed as retro? I guess it could, but yeah. He said to me and my dad he's still looking after getting Lapsley back next season. Fair enough. I mean, I'd want him to stay, but I feel there would be an immense amount of pressure from the fans if he bottled this. Like the position we're in, the chances he's had before, obviously us going to Wembley, getting battered by Vale as well. So yeah, it could be a very long one. But yeah, it is what it is. Right, let's go. And is FPL Challenge still open? Oh my god, it is. When's the deadline for this? Oh, I guess there just isn't a deadline, is there? I do feel we should be a little bit more creative. Let's get this up. That's what we're going for this week. We did end up putting Willian in, which is just a bit of banter in it. Petrovic, Gusto, Pedporo, Robinson, all that good stuff. But yeah, it's just fun, isn't it? It's just a bit of banter. Just a bit of banter. You can't go wrong with that. I think we are going to leave it there, guys, to be honest. My voice is absolutely finishing. So yeah, thank you for everyone who's been in today's stream. Massively appreciated by me, as always. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you very much for watching today's stream, guys. Massively appreciated by me, as always. But good luck this game week.